Om Sang Saraswati Namaha. Namaste. Namaste. We're going to begin tonight on page 83 with the worship of Durga. Let's recite the Sanskrit together. If you open your books, could you please turn on these lights? Thanks. Om Katyayanaya Vidmahe Kanyakumari Dhimaki Tano Durgi Prachodayad Malikati Sugandhini Malityadini Pe Prabho Maharitani Pujartam Pushpari Pratigriyatam Om Ring Sring Dum Durgaye Namaha Pushpam Samharpayakami Etiganta Pushpe Om Ring Sring Dum Durgayaki Namaha. And a piece of incense. Om Vanaspatir Sopano Gandhyatayi Gandhakutama Agreya Sarvadevandam Dupoayam Pratigriyatam Esha Dupa Om Ring Sring Dum Durgayaki Namaha. Om Pratamang Sedaputri Cha Dvitiyam Brahmacharini Tritiyam Chandrakanteti Kushpandeti Chaturtakam Panchamam Skandhamateti Shashtam Katyayaniti Cha Saptamam Kalaratriti Mahaguriti Chastamam Navamam Siddhidatri Cha Navadurga Prakirtita Uttanyetani Tamani Brahmane Bhamakatmana Sri Durgayaki Namaha Argala Stotram Om Asya Sri Argala Stotram Mantrasya Vishnu Rishir Anishtuk Chanda Sri Mahalakshmi Devata Sri Jagadamba Prityarte Sapta Sati Patanga Tvena Chapi Vinyoga Om Namas Chandikayaki Markadeo Vacha Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Kshama Siva Dhatri Swaha Swada Namostate Jai Twang Devi Chamunde Jai Bhuta Tiharini Jai Sarvagate Devi Kalaratri Namostate Madhukoita Babitravi Vidatri Vorde Namaha Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Vishojaki Makishasura Nirnasti Bhattam Sukade Namaha Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Vishojaki Raptabi Jabade Devi Chanda Munda Bidasini Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yashodehi Drishojaki Shumbasye Vandishumbasya Dhumrakshasya Chamardini Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yashodehi Drishojaki Banditangri Yuge Devi Sarva Subhagya Dayini Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yashodehi Drishojaki Achincha Rupa Charite Sarva Shatru Rinasini Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yashodehi Vishojaki Natevya Hasarvada Bhaktya Chandike Duritapate Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yashodehi Vishojaki Stubadbhyo Bhakti Purvam Tvam Chandike Yavinasini Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yashodehi Vishojaki Chandike Satatam Yitvam Archayanti Abhaktita Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yashodehi Vishojaki Dehi Sobhagyam Arogyam Dehi me paramam shukam, Rupam dehi jayam dehi, Yasho dehi dvishojaki, Videhi dvishatam nasham, Videhi balamutsake, Rupam dehi jayam dehi, Yasho dehi dvishojaki, Videhi devi kalyanam, Videhi paramam shriyam, Rupam dehi jayam dehi, Yasho dehi dvishojaki, Sura sura siro ratna, Nigrishta charnembike, Rupam dehi jayam dehi, Yasho dehi dvishojaki, Vidyavantam yashasvantam, Lakshmi bantam jananguru, Rupam dehi jayam dehi, Yasho dehi dvishojaki, Prachanda daitya darpagane, Chandike pranatayane, Rupam dehi jayam dehi, Yasho dehi dvishojaki, Chatur bhuje chatur bhaktra, Sanskrit parameshwari, Rupam dehi jayam dehi, Yasho dehi dvishojaki, Krishnena Sanskrit devi, Shaswat bhaktya sadambike, Rupam dehi jayam dehi, Yasho dehi dvishojaki, Himachala sutanata, Sanskrit parameshwari, Rupam dehi jayam dehi, Yasho dehi dvishojaki, Indrani patisadbhava, Pujite parameshwari, Rupam dehi jayam dehi, Yasho dehi dvishojaki, Devi prachanda dordanda, Daitya darpa vinasini, Rupam dehi jayam dehi, Yasho dehi dvishojaki, Devi bhakta janoda Adati nando dayembike, Rupam dehi jayam dehi, Yasho dehi dvishojaki, Patni mandora bandehi, Manovrita nisarini, Tarini Durga Sansara, Sadarasya Kulobabam, Idam Stotram Patitvatu, Mahastotram Patinaraha, Satu Saptasati Sangya, Boramapnoti Sampadam, Om. Let's move along to Vishnu's worship. Om Narayanaya Vidamahe, Vasudevaya Dhimaki, Tano Vishnu Prachodayat. And a flower, Malikati Sugandhini, Malityadini pe prapo, Mayarhitani pujartam, Pushpani pratigriyatam, Om Klim Vishnave Namaha, Pushpam Samarpagami, Etiganda Pushpe, Om Klim Vishnave Namaha. And a piece of incense, Banaspatir Sopano, Gandhyatayi Gandhakutama, Agreya Hasarva Devanam, Dupoyam Pratigriyatam, Esadupa, Om Klim Vishnave Namaha. Om Santakaram Bhujagasayadam, Padmanabham Suresham, Vishwadaram Gaganasadrisam, Megabarnam Shubhangam, Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanayanam, Yogi Bir Dhyana Gamyam, Bande Vishnum Bhavaboya Haram, Sarvaloke Kanatam. Yada yada hidharmasya, glanir bhavati bharata, avyuta namadharmasya, tadatmanam srijanyakam, paritranaya sadhunam, vinashaya sadushkritam, dharma sanstapanartaya, sambhavami yuge yuge. Nainam chintanti sastrani, nainam dakhati pavaka, nachilang gledagyapo, nasosayati maruta, namo brahmanya devaya, Go Brahmanakitaya cha Jagadhitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namaste Trishu Lokeshu Namaste Parastastrishu Namaste Dikshu Sarvasu Tvam Hi Sarvamayonide Namaste Bhagavan Vishnu Lokanam Prabhavatyaya Tvam Hi Karta Rishi Kesha Sangartha cha parajita yataha Vishnu mayang satyam yatha Vishnu mayang jagat yatha Vishnu mayang sarvam papam he nashatang tata Narayana param brahma Narayana param tapa Narayana parodeva sarvam Narayana sada Om. Let's go back and translate for a few minutes. We'll go to page 83 and begin the worship of Durga. And remember, Durgam means confusion and it means obstacles and difficulties. And Durga removes the Durgam. And so that's why she's Durga. She takes away all the obstacles, all the difficulties, all the confusions. Om, we meditate upon the ever pure one. Contemplate the daughter without flaw or imperfection. May that goddess grant us increase. And that's Durga's Gayatri. Now we're offering flowers, various flowers such as Malika and others of excellent scent are being offered to you, our Lord. All these flowers have come from the devotion of our hearts for your worship. Be pleased to accept them with the offering of flowers. Om, we bow to the reliever of difficulties. With these scented flowers, Om, we bow to the reliever of difficulties. Now, piece of incense. Om, spirit of the forest, from you is produced the most excellent of scents. The scent most pleasing to all the gods. That scent we request you to accept with the offering of fragrant scent. Om, we bow to the reliever of difficulties. First is the goddess of inspiration. And second, the goddess of sacred study. Third is the goddess of the delight of worship. The goddess of purifying austerity is fourth. Fifth is the goddess who nurtures divinity. Sixth is the one who is ever pure. Seventh is the goddess of the dark night of overcoming egotism. And the goddess of the great radiant light is eighth. Ninth is the goddess who grants perfection. The 9 Durgas, relievers of difficulties, have been enumerated, and these names have been revealed by the great soul of the Supreme Himself. Om, we bow to the respected reliever of difficulties. This is a discussion of the 9 forms of Durga, and they are also combined to create a formula for success in any field that we choose. First, we get an inspiration. And second, we start studying about what inspires us. We learn about what we love or whom we love. Third is the goddess of the delight of worship. We start practicing what we know. We practice our knowledge. And the goddess of purifying austerity is fourth. We refine that practice so it's right on, pure, succinct, efficient. We become sadhus. Fifth is the goddess who nurtures divinity, and we become divine sadhus because each action is so efficient and so focused and so attentive that we become absorbed in the action. So she nurtures the divinity within us. And sixth is the one who is ever pure. We become free from mistakes. We stop having to go back and do it over again because I didn't do it right the first time. And seventh is the goddess of the dark night of overcoming egotism. We lose and surrender our ego into the action. We become so pure, so clear, so efficient, so effective that we even cease to be separate from the action. Our ego melts into the action. It becomes an extension of us. What a privilege it is to demonstrate the sincerity of my love by doing this. It's not something I gotta do. It's something I'm privileged to do. The goddess of the great radiant light is 8. So now when you feel privileged to be doing what you're doing, you get illuminated. You get turned on to the light. And 9th is the grantor of perfection. And that's it, man. We did it. Those are the 9 forms of Durga. And that's how she removes our difficulties. That's how she relieves the obstacles. That's how she takes away all the confusion. Take the inspiration and learn about it. And take the knowledge and cultivate the practice. Take the practice and refine it until it's pure, it's clear, it becomes a sadhana. Take the sadhana and perform it until it's an expression of our divinity. Express that divinity and become ever pure, completely focused, completely into what you're doing. And then surrender the ego, become one with the great radiant light. And 9th is the grantor of perfection. And these names have been revealed by the Supreme Himself from the dawn of creation. Whether you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, or an Indian chief. The system is the same. The process is the same. Whatever we choose, whatever inspires us, these 9 Durgas will take us there. We bow to the respected reliever of difficulties. And now, the praise which unfastens the bolt. Now, the door to the secret of God, where we have real intimate communion, is fastened shut. And it's got a deadbolt lock. That's called, actually, it's a bolt that fastens the door shut. And that's called an Argala. And this is the Stotram, the song which opens the bolt, so that we unlock the door. Om, presenting the respected mantras of the praise which unfastens the bolt. The consciousness which pervades all, that's Vishnu, is the seer. Anushtup, 32 syllables to the verse is the meter. The respected great goddess of true wealth is the deity, that's Mahalakshmi. For the satisfaction of the respected mother of the universe, this appendage of the 700 verses is applied in recitation, and so this Argala Stotram is part of the Durga Saptasati of the Chandipat. This is an appendage to the 700 verses. Om, we bow to the goddess who tears apart thought. Markandeya said, I'd like to give you a little lesson in Anushtup Chanda. 32 syllables to the verse. That means there are 16 syllables to the line. One verse is 2 lines. That means there's 8 syllables to the quarter, and after every 8 syllables there's going to be a pause. And we don't count Om, but let's look at Jayanti Mangala Kali. That's 8. Bhadra Kali Kapalini. And that's 8. That's 16. We finished the first line. We're getting there. Durga, Shama, Siva, Dhatri. That's 8. Durga, Shama, Siva, Dhatri. That's 8. Swaha, Swada, Namo Vastute. And that's the rule of 8s. 4 times 8 is 32. And now here's a bunch of beautiful names of this goddess. Om, she who conquers over all auspicious, she who is beyond time, the excellent one beyond time, the bearer of the skulls of impure thought. Remember, Mahakali wears that mundamala. She has cut down all the negativities and she's made a garland on them. That means she wears all of our karma. All that's left here is pure positive energy. The reliever of difficulties, loving forgiveness, supporter of the universe, oblations of I am one with God, oblations of ancestral praise. To you we bow. Conquer, O goddess, O slayer of passion and meanness. Conquer, reliever of the troubles of all existence. Conquer, O goddess who pervades this all. The dark night of egotism, we bow to you. And now why are we bowing to this dark night of egotism? Because she's taken away all of our ego. She has allowed us full surrender. And so now we're devoid of this ego. We have given it to her. Now, to you who defeated too much and too little, remember this is the first chapter. Putting too much and too little into balance. Giver of the blessing to the creative capacity, we bow. Remember, she blessed Brahma. Brahma sang the song to her, and she woke up Vishnu and said, okay, destroy these two demons, too much and too little. Now here's the refrain, and it's going to come after every verse. Give us your form, let us see you, the way you really are. Give us victory, let us defeat all the negativities within us. Give us welfare, and remove all hostility. And that doesn't say slay all our enemies. It says take all the hostility away from them. Slay enmity. Don't kill people. Remove all the enmity so that there's no more hostility, there's no more confrontation, there's no more conflict. We look for resolutions, we look for negotiated settlements, we look for fairness. And now we're no longer saying slay the enemies, we're saying slay the enmity. To you who caused the destruction of the great ego, giver of happiness to devotees, we bow. Give us your form. Hey, can we be a reflection of the way you are? Can we have the same countenance, the same attitude, the same bhava as you do? Give us victory. Let us conquer this little self, this selfish self, this negative self. Give us welfare and remove all hostility. To you who slew the seed of desire, O goddess, destroyer of passion and meanness, give us your form, give us victory, give us welfare, remove all hostility. Slayer of self-conceit, self-deprecation, and sinful eyes, give us your form, give us victory, give us welfare, remove all hostility. All revere your lotus feet, O goddess. Giver of all that is beautiful, give us your form, give us victory, give us welfare, remove all hostility. You of unthinkable form and activity, in fact you're infinite, who can think of you? We can only think of a portion of you. Destroyer of all opposition, give us your form, give us victory, give us welfare, remove all hostility. For those who bow to you with devotion, that's us, you remove all distress. Give us your form, give us victory, give us welfare, remove all hostility. For those who praise you with full devotion, here, I volunteer. O you who tear apart thought, destroyer of all maladies, give us your form, give us victory, give us welfare, remove all hostility. O goddess who tears apart thought, for those who constantly worship you with devotion, That's us. Give us your form. Give us victory. Give us welfare. Remove all hostility. Give beauty, freedom from disease. Give us supreme happiness. Give us your form. Give us victory. Give us welfare. Remove all hostility. Grant the destruction of all that is disruptive. Grant increase in strength. Give us your form. Give us victory. Give us welfare. Remove all hostility. O Goddess, grant welfare, grant supreme prosperity. Give us your form, give us victory, give us welfare. Remove all hostility. O you who tear apart thought, whose feet are rubbed by the crest jewels of gods and enemies of life. Everybody bows down to you and they take the top jewel on their crown is rubbing your feet. And if we could go lower, we would. Give us your form. Give us victory. Give us welfare. Remove all hostility. Make this person endowed with knowledge, endowed with welfare, endowed with true wealth. Give us your form. Give us victory. Give us welfare. Remove all hostility. You who destroy the great egotism of thought, you who tear apart thought, to us who bow to you. Give us your form. Give us victory. Give us welfare. Remove all hostility. He of 4 arms and 4 faces, Brahma, the creative capacity, sings the praise of the energy of the Supreme Sovereign. That was chapter 1. Give us your form. Give us victory. Give us welfare. Remove all hostility. O Goddess, O Mother of the Universe, your praise is always sung by the doer of all. That's Krishna, Vishnu, Rishikesha, Vasudeva, Janardana. Hey, Vishnu sings your songs. Give us your form. Give us victory. Give us welfare. Remove all hostility. The Lord of the daughter of the Himalayas, that's Shiva. You remember, the daughter of the Himalayas is Parvati, and her Lord is Shiva. Sings the praise to the energy of the Supreme Sovereign. Even hey, Brahma sings to you, Vishnu sings to you, Shiva sings to you. Why shouldn't we sing to you? Give us your form. Give us your victory. Give us welfare. Remove all hostility. The husband of the energy of the rule of the pure. That's Indra. The energy, the rule of the pure is energy, is Indra. The energy of the rule of the poor, the energy of the rule of the pure is Indrani. The husband of the energy of the rule of the pure is Indra. Worships the energy of the Supreme Sovereign with pure feeling. Give us your form, give us victory, give us welfare, remove all hostility. O Goddess, with your great staff of discipline, you destroy the egotism of thought. Hey, Mom, give us discipline so we also will be able to destroy the egotism of thought. We can't do it without discipline. Give us your form. Give us victory. Give us welfare. Remove all hostility. O Goddess, Mother of the Universe, to the people who are devoted to you, you give inexpressible peace and delight. Give us your form. Give us victory. Give us welfare. Remove all hostility. Give me a wife in harmony with my mind, who follows the changes of mind and who can lead a good family across the difficulties of the ocean of objects and their relationships. Now the word is patni, but their meaning is shakti. The meaning is an energy, because if I am Shiva singing this song, then I'm saying Shakti You be my energy, who can be in harmony with my mind, who follows the changes of the mind and leads the whole family across this world of samsara. It's not about an earthly marriage. It's about the Shakti that guides us, the consciousness, to union with the Divine Mother. I'm not saying give me a lover or give me a woman or a man. It's about metaphysics. It's about the energy. The wife of the consciousness is Shakti. So I'm saying, give me Shakti to lead my mind across this ocean of samsara, this ocean of all. After reciting this hymn of praise, a man or woman should recite the great hymn of praise, the number of which is 700 verses, and that's the Chandipat, and he will attain to supreme perfection. Om. Let's go on and describe the worship of Vishnu. Om, we meditate upon manifested consciousness, contemplate the Lord of the earth. May that He who pervades the universe, Vishnu, Vish is the universe, Nu who pervades, grant us increase. Various flowers such as Malika and others of excellent scent are being offered to you, our Lord. All these flowers have come from the devotion of our hearts. For your worship, be pleased to accept them. With the offering of flowers, Om, we bow to the consciousness which pervades all. With these scented flowers, Om, we bow to the consciousness which pervades all. Om, spirit of the forest, from you is produced the most excellent of scents, the scent most pleasing to all the gods. That scent we request you to accept. With the offering of fragrant scent, Om, we bow to the consciousness which pervades all, and we're offering you a piece of incense. The cause of peace, lying on a snake. Remember, Vishnu sleeps on the couch of Ananta, the Sheshnag at the end of infinity. He's reclining on a couch made by the coiled loops of Kundalini Shakti, from whose navel sprang the lotus, the Lord of gods, who supports the universe, appearing as the sky. He's blue. He's of the color of sky because he's infinite in nature. Nobody can measure the extent of the sky. Who is dark as a cloud and has a beautiful body. He is the Lord of Lakshmi with lotus eyes, who is realized by yogis in meditation. The highest respect to Vishnu, who removes the fear of existence and is master of all of the worlds. O light of wisdom, whenever the way of ideal perfection declines, and impropriety becomes the way of action, the universal soul becomes manifest to eradicate untruth. So whenever the ideal of perfection is in decline and impropriety becomes the way of action, then the universal soul manifests. It's just a law of nature. And he eradicates all the untruth. For the preservation of the truthful and the destruction of evil activities, for the purpose of establishing the way of ideal perfection, the self becomes manifested from age to age. No weapons can cut the soul, no fire can make it to burn, neither can water make it wet, nor can the blowing wind make it dry. We bow down to the Lord of all knowers of divinity, and to the knowers of the rays of light, to He who creates the duality of the world, to the doer of all, to He who is one pointed light, we bow. We bow down to the Lord of the three worlds. We bow down to He who is beyond the three. We bow down to He who is in all the directions and surrender all unto Him. We bow down to the Lord who pervades all existence, to the shining one of all the worlds. It is you who is the creator and who destroys, and you are the undefeatable one as well. It is this Vishnu which is our truth. It is this Vishnu which is our world. It is this Vishnu which is our all. Thus, please destroy all of our sins. The manifestation of consciousness is the highest divinity. The manifestation of consciousness is the highest purifying austerities. The manifestation of consciousness is the highest God. Everything, always, is this manifestation of consciousness. Sarvam Narayana Sada. It's all manifested consciousness. Everything is a container of consciousness. And that is our truth. That is our divinity. That is our world. That's what we're doing here. Namaste. Do you have any questions?
Swamiji, of all the hymns and the phrases that are in the Chandikans, why the Argala Stotram and not like the Chandikans? Why is that
It's most pertinent to Durga. So it's a beautiful prayer to open up the doors to the inner secret of Durga. This is the most relevant to Durga. So that's why this hymn particularly fits into the worship of Durga. Are there other questions? Please.
On page 97,
yes,
it says, O light of wisdom, whenever the way of ideal perfection declines and propriety becomes the way of action, the universal soul becomes manifest to eradicate untruth. I understand in the largest sense, relate this to the individual, to me, when I get out of balance.
when I get out of balance, then my way of ideal perfection is declining. And my impropriety is gaining the upper hand. And at such a time, that universal soul, that spark of divinity, will manifest itself to eradicate the untruth. It's called conscience. And conscience will give me the discrimination to say, hey, do I really want to sow those seeds of karma and harvest that fruit? It will give me some discrimination on the individual level. On the universal level, it's also very true. One Srima comes into so many of our lives, and suddenly we are all inspired to cultivate new value systems and pursue new goals, new directions. Instead of being out partying tonight, we decided to come to the Devi Mandir and study the scriptures. So in the universal context, absolutely, when my way of ideal perfection declines and my impropriety takes over my being, then something's going to come along as a divine inspiration and say, hey, think about it. What fruit of your karma do you really want to get? What are you sowing in order to reap that harvest? And it's called a conscience. Are there other questions?
Sonia, there's a question from Dilip.
Yes. Namaste, Dilip.
How do Hanuman, Durga, and Hera fit together? Is Durga accompanied by them?
Dilip, all Pancha Devata are accompanied in every worship. They are all present in every worship. Every time you worship at all, the first thing you say is Shiva Adi Pancha Devata Puja Namaha. Shiva and the others of the 5 devatas, and that means that Durga, Shiva, Vishnu, the Ganesh, the Guru, the Sun, and the 9 planets are all going to be appreciated and respected every time you worship. In this Hanuman Puja, also, all the deities will be present. In every puja. Sometimes we do it in a very small way. Shiva Adi Pancha Devata Puja Namaha. 1 flower for all the 5. Sometimes we say, hey, no, I want to acknowledge each one separately. Om Sriman Mahaganadipatake Namaha, Lakshmi Narayanabhyam Namaha, Uma Maheshwarabhyam Namaha. See, I've got Ganesh, and then I've got Shiva and Shakti, and I've got Vishnu and Lakshmi. So I've got the 4 forms right there in the first 3 mantras. That is Ganesh, Vishnu, Shiva, and the Divine Mother. So, there are many ways of acknowledging. In this puja, we gave a separate Gayatri, a Dhyanam, and a Stotram for each of the deities.
A question from Kumari from Aleppo.
Namaste, Kumari Ma.
Can somebody say a little more about what the bolt means in the Argala Stotram?
Kumari, the door to the secret, to the inner essence, to where we commune with God in private, is closed and shut and locked. So we have to open up the bolt. It's got a deadbolt lock. It's also called a sickle. It's like you put a chain over a hook to chain the door shut and stick a bolt through that. We want to open up that bolt so that we can open up the door to the secret. And now, in order to open up the bolt, sometimes the door has not only a bolt, but it's got a pin. And the pin is like a security latch. So you got a deadbolt lock, and you got a chain, and you've got a security latch. And so we want to open up that door, because that's where we get to have communion. And in order to do that, we have to remind ourselves again and again, Kumari, what is the purpose of our puja? Our purpose is, please give us your form. We want to become disciples. We want to become shishas. We want to become the reflected mirror image of the pure divinity which you express to us. Give us victory. Let us conquer all the obstacles to assuming that form. Let us conquer all the negativities. Let's conquer all the doubts. Let's conquer all the selfishness. Let us have the greatest welfare. The greatest welfare is to be free from all the impediments to coming into union with you. And thereafter you must remove from us all hostility. That's what we want. We don't want any enmity, any confrontation, any conflict, any confusion, any obstacle to come between us and the purest love that we can have between a devotee and the divinity that he represents us. That's what we want. So now we're trying to remember that. And in that remembrance, we're opening up the bolt and getting the privilege to open up the doors. Enter into the secret and commune with you right there. Other questions?
Swami, do you have a question from Prativa?
Yes.
She wants to know why Hanuman is worshipped on Saturday. If he's an incarnation of Shiva, and Shiva flies Monday.
That's only an implication, Prativa. Hanuman is worshipped on Saturdays, he's worshipped on Tuesdays, and he's worshipped every day you like to. But particularly on Saturdays, because actually that became a very convenient time to worship Hanuman. Hanuman, much of Hanuman's worship is in Hindi and in Abadi. Just like our Sundarkand is in Abadi language and Hindi language. And so the people who worship in Abadi or in Hindi, they would be more working people. They're not the Brahmin people who worship in Sanskrit. Now the working people generally, especially since the British occupation of India, this became a cultural thing that they had time to worship on Saturdays. Just like we have Saturdays and Sundays off here in America. I don't know why. Maybe we were under the same British influence. So it's pretty much cultural. It has no specific spiritual significance, Pratibha.
And she wants to thank you and offer her prayers.
Namaste.
I have a question from Michael from Colorado.
Namaste, Michael. Namaste, Karen Ma.
Sri Mama said that liberation is very easy, but we make it complicated. Can Swamiji please comment on that simplicity? Thank you.
Could I make it a little more complicated for you? You bet I can. Michael, you have a way with words. Let's roast the Swami tonight. It is simple, because all you have to do is give up everything. It's the most easy thing that we could possibly do. Just control our ego, control our desires, and give up everything. And only think of her and respect her with our every action. Now, could it be easier than that? Next question. Please.
On the club, Swami, one person said when they read the English of the Chandi, they were so surprised at how violent the Chandi was, and it shocked this person.
Okay.
And so they wanted some understanding of why it had to be so violent. Why couldn't it be more simple along the same lines? Why couldn't it be more simple? Why does she have to come and kill and eat and gnaw and gnash at all the negativity inside us?
Well, I pray to her that she does start here. Because if she's going to be violent, let her be violent with my negativities and go in there and take them out completely. I'm reminded of an interesting dialogue that Socrates had. And people asked him what kind of cure that they should take for an infirmity, and he said only the wealthy people can afford to soak their cloths in oil and wrap them around their heads and lay back on their sofa and complain. The working people want to take a knife and cut out the infirm part and put some antiseptic on it, cut out the disease, and go back to work. And that was the essence of the dialogue anyway. And the reason Chandi is so violent is because we have so much violence within us. Look at the way that our own Asuras come and attack us. We sit and we want to be quiet. We want to be silent. Want of resolution comes and says, oh, maybe I shouldn't sit here. Maybe I should try another technique. This isn't working. Wandering to and fro says, let's dig a well over here. Let's dig a well over there. Let's dig one over there. Okay, we finally get to digging the well, and memories comes and attacks and says, oh, look at me. Look at me. And then we have so many, these demons are really monsters that are coming in to perplex us. We would like to expunge all the negativity from us as efficiently and quickly as we possibly can so that we can all the sooner enjoy the bliss of being in harmony, of opening the door and entering into the secret. And that's why it's a violent confrontation. Sorry, battles are violent. Yes, please.
The last stanza of the Argala Stotram says that after reciting the single phrase, man should decide to bring him peace as the Buddha Consciousness.
Yes.
So, it's okay for this to be recited in Puja and not follow the Puja.
You can recite this hymn at any time, whether you recite the entire Chandipat or not. But when you recite the entire Chandipat, you would love to recite this hymn as part of it. It's called Sharanga Chandi. It's the 6 limbs of the Chandi, and I'm going to have to refer you to our book on pronunciation and the Chandi Samputs, which gives many different ways of reciting the Chandipat. And amongst them is, the most simple is the Siddha Pat, where we begin with the Vedic Ratri Shukta, and we end with the Vedic Devi Shukta, and in between are the 700 verses of a lazy man's Chandipat. And then there's the 6th limb Chandi, which is the Kavach, Argala, and Kilak Stotrams, the Devi Shukta, etc., and the 700 verses. And then there's the Devi, the Vedic Devi Shukta at the end, and the 3 secrets. So these are the 6 limbs of the Chandi. The Kavach, Argala, Kilak, and the 3 secrets are 6 limbs, which go with the 700 verses. And then there's another way to read the book from cover to cover, and you get so many other stotrams and collateral reading, supporting documentation. If you believe in manual labor, Chandi is a manual. And it tells how we guide our awareness away from all the negativities into the presence of the goddess. Open up the door to the secret, enter into her being, and take the goodness and take all of the awareness and bring it back into us. So we become a reflection of her. We become a disciple to her. So that's the manual. Are there other questions?
Yes, Swamiji, Usha has a question.
Namaste, Ushama.
Swamiji, not having an altar like Devi Mandir, would the Sri Yantra represent all the deities mentioned in the Chandi, and could it be used in this way?
Absolutely. Absolutely, it can be used in this way. However, you can embellish the altar for the Sri Yantra, and you can put a picture behind it. Maybe a picture of any deity that inspires you. It could be Shri. It could be Shri Ma. It could be Durga. It could be Lolita. It could be any of the deities that are your Ishta, and let your altar grow from there. If you want just the Sri Yantra, you could just put a flower on the altar, and that would be your puja. That would be your Ishta. That would be your deity. So you can make your altar as simple or complicated as you choose. There's no limitation. It just depends on your creative expression of your relationship with that form of divinity.
I have a question from Wendy.
Namaste, Wendy Ma. Namaste, Sam.
Namaste, Swamiji. On page 96, it refers to the scent most pleasing to all the gods. That scent we request you to accept. Is it known what scent this is referring to? Does Shiva have a favorite or a particular dislike, as is the case with the Malika flower?
No, Wendy. The scent, the incense that you choose is the most favorite for Shiva. And it's the most favorite for Vishnu, and it's the most favorite. You could give a different incense to each of the gods, or you could buy one package and give each one piece of incense. Or if it gets too smoky, you could give one piece of incense and just say the mantra and be done with it. But the scent that you offer is the scent that's most pleasing to all the gods. And there are various scents that come into the Ardevi Mandir, and some of them are very, very pleasing to all the gods, and some of them stink a little bit. But it's certainly pleasing to all the gods when we offer it. That's the scent they like the best.
Swamiji, a related question to that. Depending on how long the puja is, sometimes the incense finishes before you finish the puja. Should another one be lit? Should you have an incense lit the whole entire puja?
No, you need not. You may if you choose, but if for me, if it's not in the system of worship, then I won't break my rhythm of recitation in order to light another stick of incense. To me, it's more important that I maintain consistency. I don't want to miss a breath. I don't want to miss a breath. So I have to bend over. Here's the incense over here, and there's the fire over there, and here's the incense holder over there. And I don't want to do all of those actions. I light one stick of incense at the beginning, and this is the offering, and that's sufficient. Unless it's a puja like this where it calls for a stick of incense for each of the deities. Now it's a part of the puja, and then I can offer. So it's not necessary to keep lighting and relighting every time it burns down.
Now I have a question from Nanda from San Jose and Glory from the Devi Mandir.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'll take them both.
The question refers to grace in the discussion about the Guru Gita. In the beginning, Parvati asks for the grace of the Guru. Now, if grace is what you give is what you get, then what does it mean when you ask for grace? Is that
you ask the question? You're going to get the answer, and it's going to be grace. You get the wisdom, you get the knowledge, you get the inspiration because you asked. That's the grace. Give me your grace. I want to know and I want to understand, and that's the grace that I got the privilege of listening to the nectar-like words from the mouth of Shiva. Om Sam Saraswati Namaha. Namaste.